MLB The Show has baseball for you under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series. Stepping up now, Michael Conforto. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games, so he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
Yoenis Cespedes is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Pereira's there. And that retires the side. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Robert Gesellman, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher. Only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer. Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
0-1, here it comes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul for strike 2.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
The 0-2 home. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The next 0-2. Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. And now this will make it down to the 334 sign. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
When it left his bat, I thought it might score foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Snap throw behind the runner at second. But he gets back in time. Lifted in the air to right field. Bruce moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it. With that, a look at the Phillies' batting order in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Maikel Franco. He's working on a 6-game hit streak right now. That's almost a week, so I expect to see his hot hitting continue.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Now at the plate, Maikel Franco. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here. Here's the 1-0. Fouled away. Pereira on third. Williams on at second with 2 down. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Working to escape the first inning jam. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Still 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. We are still scoreless. Here's Jay Bruce now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The right fielder, number 19, Jay Bruce.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is Herrera. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. Number 17 for him on the season. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Adrian now. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He'll come into play at 317. 11 home runs and 25 driven in. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Herrera on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Crawford ranges back and he has it for out number 2. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Soft liner to the left side. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Mets. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's 1 for 5. 0-1 the count. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Conforto is there. 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team right here is known for kicking the ball around. They have the lowest fielding percentage in the entire league, and it could come back to haunt them in this one.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. We're in the second. 1-0 Mets early on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Throw down to second, but he's back in safely. Hard hit ball to short, right to Cabrera. And there are 2 away now. From the stretch. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it. Next for the Mets, Kevin Plawecki. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Sliders in for a strike. pitch on the way. This is line to left, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out. Next up for New York, Robert Gesellman. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just a tick behind for a strike.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Now a bunt attempt here, but that kicks foul at the last moment. Ready now, Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lays off 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Conforto is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in baseball, especially against right-handed pitching. He tends to hit for both power and average, so he's certainly a big threat in matchups like these.
Yeah, you can tell. He is just super tough.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Odubel Herrera, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Up next will be Nick Williams. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Cespedes is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Riding in once again, Rhys Hoskins. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Williams is under it. 1 down. Digging in to try it again, Yoenis Cespedes. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th. And stepping in, the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce.
Very rarely, Matt, you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at-bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
2 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order. Leading off the inning, Carlos Santana. And they'll need him to get something going here. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but On an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Cespedes has to run away before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that? Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And he fouls this one off. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Alfaro. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him. And stepping into the box, Adrian Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. This is pulled into right. Williams is there, and he'll bring this one in. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Todd Frazier flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, we've seen a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on in this game. So I think the game plan on that pitch right there was to try to bounce one and try to get to the chase again.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Payoff pitch one more time. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The next 3-2. Fouled off. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Popped him up. Santana over to his left. 2 down. Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Up next for the Mets, catcher.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike taken, the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Here's a pop-up now. Franco moving to his left. No trouble with this one. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Number 9.
Ready for another chance? Adam Rosales. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and a strike to count. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch. Conforto
calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Line towards center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it. So here's the Mets pitcher, Robert Gesellman. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Popped him up. Santana is there. He's got it one away. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And it's gone. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto, number 14 on the season, as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Crawford gloves it on to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt, and that ends the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 2-0 New York. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Herrera on at first, nobody out. Liner towards second, and that's in there, base hit.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Relay to Gonzalez, and it's a double play. Ready for another shot now, Carlos Santana. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No balls and 1 strike. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Rosario has a play. And that ends the inning. Here's Jay Bruce now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. So 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. And right into the shift. Gloved by Santana. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready for another chance. Adrian Gonzalez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Pulled toward right center field. Pereira is there to make the play, and Adrian's retired on just 1 pitch. Here's Todd Frazier now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a fastball chop fouled at the plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets go down. Striding in once again, Michael Franco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Takes this the other way to right. Bruce is there, 1 away. Ready once again, Jorge Alfaro. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game. Pounding the zone.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. To the left side, but it's well foul. 1 out, nobody on. Drilled right back up the middle. Cabrera's up with it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.P. Crawford. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A high fastball is in there. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Another one sent foul. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Grounded up the first baseline. They'll try again, 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Luis Garcia is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Andrew Knapp will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Santana on the move. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, pitcher.
Digging in once again, Robert Gesellman. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Push to the right side. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Michael Conforto will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. His second of the game, and the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get the rest their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
Standing in now as Dribble Cabrera. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up in the ball.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Leading off the inning, Adam Rosales. And they'll need him to get something going here. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Knapp. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Conforto. 2 down. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Odubel Herrera. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Bruce, still ranging back. And that one is gone!
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Look out, 2-0 now.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Rhys Hoskins. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. A ball and a strike now. Williams is off at first with 2 away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Conforto makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Back in the city of brotherly love with Major League Baseball on the show. Adam Morgan enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Franco shading to his right. 1 out. Jay Bruce will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. We flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good. 0-2 now. Morgan has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Here's Adrian now. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Here's Carlos Santana now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
In there at the letters 0-1. Ready with the 0-2. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Conforto has a play. 1 away.
Third baseman, number 7.
Ready for another shot now. Michael Franco. Lifetime against Familia. He's 2 for 4. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And he struck him out. Aaron Altair will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 23.
No balls and 1 strike. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 2 home runs and 5 driven in. 1-1 to Aaron Altair. 2 out, nobody on. And that one stayed too low apparently. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Mets get their division-leading 30th win of the year. Robert Gesellman earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Ben Lively pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Jerry Familia hammers down the save, his 9th of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 1 man on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game SEPTA trains on the Orange Broad Street line are available at the Patterson Avenue station, and extra C buses are available directly outside the stadium.